Wait, how can anyone ruin Raiders? It's perfect.
Hey ho, here we go, Davy verse. Wait, that's probably the shittest one I've done so far. Actually, no, I think one last one was shit. Ah well, never mind. Let's crack into this. Rumours are that Indiana 5 is going to be shite. So, for an anonymous source on 4chan, so pinch of salt, but I want to throw some articles in here that might pretty much help. Dating back to before the lockdowns and stuff, Indiana Jones has been in production. They came to actually my neck of the woods, to Newcastle, to actually shoot some stuff. So, this is the 4chan. Indiana Jones 5 has been test screening and I attended one. The reason has claimed it did is because basically everyone at the show hated it. So let's get into the bit here. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is playing Harley Brody, the granddaughter of Marcus Brody, and it's quite possibly one of the most annoying characters put on screen. I mean, coming from Disney Lucas, you've sort of seen Rey Skywalker. I mean, if she could beat that, that's an achievement. It wouldn't be surprising if she wrote her own lines. She's constantly lecturing Indy on how he's privileged. Wait, that's a big red flag. If that's true, that's a red flag. Harrison looks like he didn't want to be there the entire movie. I mean, he's pushing 80 now, isn't he? He must have the money just to set off into the sunset. And given his flying record, hopefully he just retires, enjoys the rest of his life. He's done some good work, and I hope this doesn't ruin the character, or doesn't ruin Harrison Ford for us. I still hold him in high respects even after the Force Awakens. What they did to him there was cruel. Okay, so Mads Mikkelsen is playing a younger version of Todd from the first man. So that's looking back into the time travel bit of the claim. So the claim is he goes off, he finds this magical stone, he go back in time, and Indy ends up claiming his younger life to then put Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character in the forefront of the Indy franchise. You know, the typical Mary Sue swap. I mean, when it's now typical, it's just, why? So it's the best part of the movie, only reason the character death had an impact. I mean, shouldn't really be a good part of the movie, but I mean, if you do the death well, such as what Richard did with Roach, it plays out well. He sacrificed himself to save Indy and Helena right before getting sent back in time. I don't know. The main MacGuffin is a golden clock that is key to ancient times, and a group of neo-Nazis is trying to track it down before Indy can. First they'll go to ancient Rome for a bit. You know what they can do in ancient Rome, don't you? They can go on all this prestige, how men are in charge and that slavery's around and women are put back. But Rome was never like that, to be honest. There were slaves, but the slaves were mainly captured Spanish or Gauls or Germans. There were some North Africans as well, but that's getting off the point. We know what they're going to do there because it's Walt Disney. In screening, the movie ended with young Indy sacrificing himself to save Helena. As I said, so they're going to raise the case where Indy basically offs himself to then kill the old Harrison Ford Indy to then have a female-led bullshit. Don't know. Reading this just makes you depressed, doesn't it? But the sort of saving grace is it's only a 4chan rumour, How true is it? Do we actually know? But the writer has came out. Not writer, director. So, director James, not true. I really said that this has been no screenings and the photo is from D23 teaser. Have some faith. I mean, I would, but we've seen what happened to we've all seen what happened with He-Man and with Clownfish TV when they confronted the director, and he said, oh no, the rumours were all wrong, and it turns out the rumours were all true and He-Man gets killed off. So how much faith they put in Hollywood is up to you, but I'll take it with a pinch of salt. I want to throw some articles up just to then sort of not really push this theory, but the time travel thing does seem legit. The rest of it we can't really vouch for. So Empire first broke it with the exclusive cover. I'll have a quick look. So yeah, at least they got Indy's look right. They got the fedora, the leather jacket, bullwhip. Missing the pistol though. And I think that's where the time space. I think that's where they're showing like a time skip. So it looks a bit realistic. It could be a sort of time jumping that they travel through, and I don't know why. How hard is it to make Indiana Jones? He goes into a tomb, finds a treasure, meets some natives, has to escape. Labyrinth trap. You could have someone trying to chase him down. In, out, good old fashioned action movie. But they can't make it these days. I think we all know why. Okay, let's get into this. When it comes to cinematic treasures, there are a few more valuable than Indiana Jones. Decades, Harrison Ford, he's played it. Last one was King of Crystal Skulls, 2008. So it's been almost, so it's coming on 15 years old. So I haven't touched Indiana Jones in 15 years. So Indiana Jones hasn't been touched in 15 years. Retiring to the great movie vault. That's where I should have kept it, to be honest. Either recast, find a younger actor, recast it, have adventures. You can still call it Indiana Jones, do a sort of James Bond-esque style. I could see that working. And I think a lot of people would give it the benefit of the doubt. If Indiana Jones movies has taught us anything, it's that real treasures never stay buried, and he's not ready to belong in a museum just yet. Granted, I would love to see more Indiana Jones. I just don't think Harrison Ford is able to carry the franchise now. World exclusive, Empire's first pictures down there, just so. And I mean, they have at least have made Indy look like the type. Building team with a new director, James Mangold. We just saw his statement on the rumours, proving him a fresh batch of allies and enemies, pitching him. I mean, they're bringing back the Nazis. Not really fresh. I don't know. It might just be for modern times. In a whole different era of history. A whole different era of history, they say. Could that be time travel? Inside, you find a very first look at what top secret film has in store. So it's just basically stroking their own egos. They go into it, Phoebe Bridge, Mad McElhenney, Reed, and, oh, for fuck's sake, Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy. Force Awakens, Last Jedi. I don't know how she's still employed. She must have some dirt at least. If you at least made money, I'll give them that. So this month's newsstands covered revealed that the long-awaited return of Indiana Jones himself geared up for more action. I mean, by this point, Harrison Ford should be in a retirement home. But I do like his look. Really bring out the fedora, bullwhip. Okay, and it's just more stroking egos. So that's the initial drop. The posters are out. Indiana Jones is back, and there's apparently some test screenings going on, but the director's denying it. Could be true, could not be true, pinch of salt, obviously, but I want to sort of push this a bit, so let's go. That's original 4chan post. This is, I briefly read it. Indiana Jones plot synopsis leak. What magic artifact may Harrison Ford be looking for? This is July 21. I like that number. So good, yeah, 21. Rings off. Potential spoilers ahead. As Harrison Ford's 5th and final outing. I can't see any more, so that's probably right. As archaeologist adventurer shoots in Glasgow. So he shot in Glasgow, he came to Newcastle, he done some stuff in Yorkshire. There was rumours that when he came, there was a little chip shop down the road, and he went there, and apparently he went there every day because he loved it so much. Oceans on North Shields. It's a good place to be honest, like. But stop shilling. Fans are still in the dark. Well, there would have been 5 photos, some clues, including interesting magical artifacts. So, let's break this down. In one group, Ford was captured dressing as Indy in a digital de-aging dot and his face. So, at least bringing something to it. That de-aging stuff's mad these days, isn't it? Rumours have been rife that Indiana Jones may have something to do with a stake connecting to the Greek wheat. So that's the time travel rumour coming in there. According to Giant Freaking Robot, Trust and Proven Sources, we are looking at the time travel plot. So they reckon they've got something. We'll see. It's not clear if the magical MacGuffin is Indiana Jones 5 is the one set in the 4. What photo? Strange. Right. But the Outlet's Insider claims that Indy will be hunting a stone, Chromus stone, that will power a time machine built by the Nazis. I do wonder sometimes, what do writers do? Because Nazi time machine has been a conspiracy theory for years. But to actually go along with the storyline, it could be funny. In Indiana Jones setting, I'm not keen on time travel. Time travel ruins every franchise. It basically puts loopholes in the continuity, the law of it, and you can just rewrite everything if you do it. I'm not keen on it. I like Ripper Richards' approach with Isom. He's put that he's going to keep it straight, no time travels, nothing like that. I hope he sticks to it. We'll see, but I have a lot of faith in Eric. We'll crack on. With this in mind, perhaps the scene with Ford and those set in World War II aren't flashbacks, but journeys back in time. So they're leading on with sort of with the time jump again. We do Indiana Jones 5 is mainly set in 1969. 69, nice. Likes to set photos featuring New York, to take parade to welcome home the Apollo astronauts. Well, the villain is rumoured to be a Nazi scientist enlisted to work with the Moon Landing Initiative. It was aliens in Crystal Skull. Wasn't that good. It will be directed by Steven Spielberg is on. I think that's Steve's. I think I mentioned about that actually. He was back, wasn't he? Spielberg's back. But there again, we've seen what he's done there. Co-stars, film includes. There doesn't mention Kathleen Kennedy touching this, but everything she touches turns shite, so that's one. New Indy 5 set photo scenes to confirm leak time travel plot. So, Pirates and Princesses, I do trust this source. I like what they do good work. Let's crack on with it. Harrison Ford returns to the set, currently untitled in year 5. I haven't titled it on have I titled it? Indiana Jones is back, full of adventure, laughs, really. So that's not what I showed you at start with. I'm going to this a little bit. But yeah, I haven't actually titled it. Strange. I mean, a trailer's coming out soon, so we can look forward to that at least. After an injury this past June. Oh, dyslexic in a half, aren't I? As many people relive that he has seemingly recovered, the film recently resumed its film schedule in Europe, and multiple set photos shows off right there. So if they come to Newcastle, Glasgow, so that Newcastle, Glasgow sort of have the historical feel, big massive sandstone buildings, that sort of stuff. So I can't work out what you would be doing, because you sort of use these areas as sort of a cheaper London. Because they do honestly look the part. They're cheaper, obviously. And it's easier to get permission to film than it is within the centre of London and the likes. So they could be doing a sort of time skip to like the 1800s. Could be doing World War II. That sort of era as well. We'll have to see. Okay. So sets looks ancient. Viewer Bridge, Harrison Ford. Is that young Harrison Ford or old Harrison Ford? Old Harrison Ford. Right. So, if you weren't doing a time skip, why would you have this? So, I would say Greek Trojans. It can't be Trojans. Romans. Romans were fighting, but Trojans were already gone by that point. So, the hoplite Athenians, Philoppians, not Spartans. But how realistic the Disney sticks to the thing, we don't know. So, Pirates and Princesses basically goes into the same thing, where they look after it, and there is a good call that they are going to do the time travel plot. And for the love of God, please don't. Figure out a way that you can do it without the time travel, because time travel ruins everything. Okay, and then just this, Indiana Jones is back. This is the latest one, only published 16 hours ago, along with the original covers. And there was something that just interested me here. So it goes into what Indy's done beforehand. Indiana Jones. It's full of adventures, real emotions, and complex, and it's sneaky. Wait, that doesn't sound good at all, does it? The shooting was tough and long. Wait. Fair enough. I'm just challenging your heart, but I'm very happy with how the film was said. So Indy seems happy enough. But he's getting paid a good sum, so I mean, I can't blame the guy. Everyone works for money. My job, I just clock in, do my job, clock out. Nothing to it. That's a pain in the arse, but someone's got to do it. It has to be me, I guess. Okay, so this is part I was looking at. The issues I brought up about Indy's age were not a thing I thought they were going to be addressed in the material being developed at the time. So at least it sort of seems that Harrison Ford's happy with it. Sort of brings back a bit of hope. I can't see the time travel working. Could be a pain in the arse. I mean, I'm still going to watch it. It's Indiana fucking Jones. Of course I'm going to watch it. It's just, do I go in head held high hopes, or do I go in as Last Jedi, take my new swimmers just in case? I don't know. It's just rehashing the old article. But if you want to read it yourselves, Empire did the cover for it. But this has been Davyverse. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.